Hi, everybody. Welcome to this week's event stream in Transformers Earth Wars. I'm Engineer Hoist, and looks like we got people in the chat room already. Thanks for showing up on time, guys. Let's see, who do we got here? Gloria, good to see you. Jake, I knew you'd find your way here, man. Good job. Sharks, you got the notification. No, I don't think I'll be getting a dupe 4-star tonight. I don't plan on opening any crystals. I don't have any. The bundles this week are all for Rodimus Prime power cores. Let's see. Sergeant Prowl Prime, Alexander Rose, Julio Clune, Jasper Hunt, Superion, Cameron Moore. I don't have that 5-star crystal yet. I still need one more 4-star dupe. Let's see who else we got. Jordan Charles, Chris Zerb. I think I got that right. Welcome to the stream, everybody. And let's go ahead and get to the event info. I know that's what everybody's here for, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, Baweep Grana Weep Nitty Bong join the search for the Prime Cores in this weekend's event and win a new, unique avatar, Spark, Boosters, and Crystal Shards. This weekend's event is called On the Warpath. And if you happen to notice my thumbnail, see how clever that is, how I use the Warpath name as part of the thumbnail. I think it's clever anyway. So, following the appearance and disappearance of the legendary Prime Cores, Rodimus Prime has split his forces to search. Now, Springer, Cup, Huffer, and Hound are up to their optics in muck in Florida's Everglades, while Rodimus, RC, and Warpath explore the forests of Sumatra. Kind of interesting that it's on the Warpath event and they've got Skull Smasher pictured there. But that's all good, because we know they're both going to be coming together. Oh, you'll see what the avatar is, Sharksy. Okay, so it is an individual event this weekend. So if you need a break from the event last weekend, now's a good time to do it because you won't be affecting your alliance mates. But it's also still 200% double XP. So it's still a good time to get in there, get the prizes. There's a lot of crystal shards available, as you'll see in just a second. And it's always good to level up your bots. And you know how to participate. You got to be a headquarters level 4 and tap that event button, that little yellow button down in the right hand corner. The battle zones, pretty standard battle zones for this type of an event. And here's your prizes. You can see there's like 2,000 2-star shards. So if you get to 1,300 points, you're guaranteed a 2-star crystal. So if you're missing some 2-stars, there's a chance to get a new 2-star bot for you. And there's 1,200 3-star shards. Not enough for a 3-star crystal, but quite a bit to get you there if you're running a little bit of short. A lot of spark. There's some battle boosts. And there is also 800 4-star shards available. And you'll see at 4,750 points, you get the new avatar. Oh, you know what? I am totally not showing this to you guys. Yeah, let's back that up a little bit. So there's the battle zones. Pretty standard. And there's your prizes. So I'll linger on this a little bit more, even though I said it. Sorry about that. But yeah, so there's your new avatar, the Quintesson Judge's War avatar. So we've already had the Death avatar, which I didn't complete. That one you needed to complete the entire 10,000 points. We did get the Rage avatar. It was very similar to this one. It was about 5,000 points. And now this one, the War avatar, which means there's 2 left after this one to get all 5 of the 5 Faces of Darkness, like in the season 3 episodes of the G1 cartoon. So yeah, so lots of spark, lots of shards, and some battle boosts, and a new avatar about halfway through. Okay, so how many Prime Core chips did we get? We got about 1,200, so we got a little ways to go. We didn't get the full amount, although a lot of people did, and I know they're definitely loving the Prime Cores that they got. Seems like Megatronus is definitely the favorite from everybody so far. So yeah, Sergeant Prowl Prime, I'm sorry, I forgot to flip that over to the showing the pictures there. So. Okay, so speaking of the Prime Cores, they also gave us some tips. I'm not sure if you can read that, if you can maybe take it full screen or check it later, but I'll go ahead and read it to you. So they're asking, have you unleashed the power of the Primes? Well, not yet. Some people have, but here's some tips on how you can make good use of the first 3 prime cores if you happen to be lucky enough to have them, or if you get them in the future. For Megatronus, remember that the Megatronus core works best with melee bots. Those are typically your warriors, and it uses the base damage of the bot. So your best bet is using it on special bots instead of health-focused warriors. So that would be people, the fact they even give you good choices include Star Saber or Deathsaurus, Rodimus Prime or Motormaster, and Windblade or Dive Bomb. Grimlock and Razorclaw would also be some good ones too if you don't happen to have the crown or the gun on there. Chris Johnson, NonToxic Gamers, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Okay, the next one that they released is Micronus. Like its prime namesake, the Micronus core is subtle but powerful. It works best with large groups of bots clustered together, so try it on one of your gunners to help the others through mortar attacks. Alternatively, you could use it on Optimus Prime or Megatron to give a healing boost after an inspiring charge. Good idea if you happen to have that. And don't happen to have the Megatron or the Optimus Prime specific power core. And the last one is Liege Maximo. Even a short duration hack can have big consequences, but remember that you need your bot to be near the outpost bot to make it work. Warriors are natural candidates for this core since they tend to be on the front lines. Also remember that the bot with this core cannot be hacked. So put it on an outpost bot to counter an enemy's Liege Maximo core. So that's a good tip. Not a lot of people think about the power cores for outpost bots. They typically think about them for the ones that they go in and attack. Of course, in many cases like myself, outpost bots are also bots that you take in for attack. So you kind of got to think of both cases there. Oh, let's see. I got a little bit more information for you. Here's a little preview of Warpath and his ability that he's going to get. Of course, make sure to check the official Transformers Earth Wars live stream tomorrow. They usually do it about, noon Eastern time or 5 o'clock UTC. You can figure out the math from there. It's the same time every time. It's on YouTube, Twitch, and I'm not sure where else they do it. But here's a little preview of Warpath, and they say it takes its inspiration from the universe design, moving beyond the simplicity and fused feet of the little G1 version, but leaving off the shoulder detailing and weaponry seen in the Generations figures. That's the one we looked at the last time. His tank form, however, is taken directly from G1 with only a little modernization. In fact, because it's not the H-tank like in the Generations. Now, his special ability seems pretty cool. It remains to be seen once we see it in action. It's called the High Velocity Shell, where you launch a shell that punches through everything in a straight line to the target and beyond, dealing damage to everything that it hits. Now, that seems pretty cool. And seems similar to the Sea Spray or Octopunch Whirlwind, except I hope it does a little bit more damage instead of doing the EMP. So that looks like it'll be pretty cool. Next up, his counterpart is Skull Smasher, and you can see him there mostly. His crocodile mode is almost 1-for-1 with his new Titans Return toy version, and his bot mode was inspired by the same. They've dropped the croc tail weapon from the toy, however, and worked the tail into his form change. And again, as we saw in the live stream, I don't think it was the last one, it was the one before, where we actually showed them, and it is spot on. In fact, I may show them off here in just a second. And his special ability is just the same as Warpath, where it shoots a fireball and punches through everything in a straight line to hit the target and beyond, dealing damage to everything that it hits. But it's called Fiery Indigestion. So basically, Skull Smasher gets an upset stomach and then pukes on the Autobot base and causes damage. I think that's kind of hilarious. And okay, so that's all we have for the news. Sharksy says, is it like Smokescreen or Breakneck? Yeah, kinda. Except those guys just kind of sniped one ability or one defense, and it was only for a certain amount. It didn't cause a whole lot of damage unless it was below 30% or something, and then it would do the whole thing. This says it's going to do damage to everything along the way. So that seems a heck of a lot better. So man, I'm looking forward to seeing these bots. So let's see, can I, no, that's not the one I wanted. How about this? Yeah, so check these guys out. So here's the Skull Smasher, which we looked at last time. So this is the tail weapon that they said that they're going to leave off. It's not going to be there. He'll probably have a gun looking similar to this. And what I got here for Warpath, and it's kind of interesting. This is actually a third-party figure made by Badcube called War Dog. It's their version of Warpath, and I think he looks very similar to the one that's coming in the game. Coincidence? No idea, but this is probably the best representation I've found, or at least in my collection, of the one that they're going to be bringing to us in the game. It's definitely not like the G1 because it doesn't have the fused feet, and it's definitely not like the Generations because, like they said, it doesn't have all the details on the shoulders, and it doesn't have the H tank alt mode. All right, so let's see. I know I've been missing a whole lot of chat going on over here. He just asked if I had the toys. I just showed him off. Okay, yeah. I know you probably asked that before I switched over there. Is Warpath going to be in the Power of the Primes toy line? Don't know. I haven't heard yet. But are they more powerful than any of the bot in the game? Don't know. We'll have to find out in the live stream with the Transformers Earth Wars tomorrow. Or possibly might not be able to find out until we see them in the game. Can it target the headquarters? Don't know. We'll probably find that out again tomorrow. I think the Breakneck and Smokescreen specifically says in their description that it cannot attack the headquarters, and this doesn't say that, so there's a pretty good chance that it will. Was he? Oh yeah, he was in the Combiner Wars toy line. He was just a little guy in the Combiner Wars toy line. I was even farther away from what Warpath looked like because he didn't have the chest gun. He actually had it on his arm because he was based on an earlier Megatron toy. Let's see. Bo Ganora, what's up, man? Another non-toxic gamer. If you guys like Dawn of Titans or you don't know what it's about, go check out Bo Ganora's channel. He's one of the premier Dawn of Titans YouTubers and streamers. Him and Zolana Sap and Solja also in Non-Toxic Gamers. He's also a Dawn of Titans. We got a lot of guys doing Dawn of Titans. That's big time. If you guys go check that out, it's kind of similar to Transformers Earth Wars, but it's different enough that it's actually fun. I played it for a little while, but I had to pick one game, and Transformers is always going to win. Razorquake 46, good to see you, man. Would I get the Motormaster bundle? Probably not, because I've been basically focusing on getting the Autobot bundles. Jake Moore got Slug and Swoop. Oh, good man. The toys, yeah, those are some pretty decent Power of the Primes toys. I know a lot of people are kind of lukewarm on them or something. I still think they're good toys. Would we ever get a TV show about Prowl? Probably not about Prowl specifically, but that's a good point, man. I don't think we've seen Prowl much in ever since G1 in a TV show. He's been pretty prominent in the IDW comics, though. Nothing better but with a Warpath chest gun. That's right. Man, yeah, I know. I'm looking for Trailbreaker too, Julio. But because, if we see Trailbreaker, you know who that means could be coming in next? Hoist, that's right. Let's see. Jazz04 says he's ready for Defensor. You got the 3-star hotspot and first aid. That's cool. We still got 3 more to go. We haven't seen or even heard about Blades or Streetwise or Groove or even Rook if they go that Combiner Wars route. I haven't heard anything about those guys coming into the game yet. I'm sure they will at some point. Let's see. Need aerial bot. We got all the aerial bots. All right. So, what do you think? Should we go do some battles here before we get out of here? I can't help but get those resources. It's one of those things that I do. Let's see. Do we got any replays? I know some people did some replays. Yeah, let's go check out a replay from Blitzwing. William Neuronis, have I seen the video and pics? You hot rod? If so, yeah, I saw them. Those are some good pulls you got. And I swear in one of those videos you had one of my videos going on in the background, I think. All right, so let's see what's going on with the Blitzwing. He's taking his this is a defense. That's a pretty strong team coming in out on his base. Mixmaster trying to take out the side on the right-hand side, but he didn't quite get it. They used Vortex twice. Yeah, he got rid of a couple of those things over there. That's a good use of Vortex or Dust Up if you have them. Clean up on a group of defenses that didn't quite get totally destroyed. Okay, so he's got two of the Decepticons down. Oh, there goes 3. That laser just took out Blast Off. He's trying to use Breakneck on that missile launcher, and he was successful there. Oh, this could be close. Oh, Scavenger went down. That laser's targeted on Bludgeon. Oh, but it's got Vortex on him. Oh, you got that down. Looks like this one's going to be a loss. We'll go ahead and speed up through that. You put up a good fight. Put up a good fight there, Blitzwing. Sorry, I didn't see didn't check to see if that was a win or a loss. Just to show that I'm not entirely infallible, let's go look at one of my my losses. This one just happened earlier today. I was a little disappointed because I won like the last 3 defenses. Hey, thanks for the promotion there, Bo. All right, so here we come. As usual, they send them off to the right-hand side. This was a pretty good move against my base, as they sent one bot in to get rid of the build bots, because I put them in there to try to draw them into the middle, into my little kill box there in the middle. So they sent the first bot, which was Headstrong, cleared that out, and that allowed a few of these guys over here to sneak around the side of the wall, which is what I didn't want them to do. And let's get the power cores out of the way. So they got Mixmaster in there. He took out my first missile launcher, did quite a bit of damage to that side. They're fighting against these level 14 walls. They can't quite get past them, though. But they do got Long Haul and Mixmaster off to the side. They're clearing out that side over there. But I do got that mortar. It's still in action, even though it got heavily damaged. They got Hook trying to get Mixmaster, but it didn't work. He went down. Oh, they sent Blast Off over there to finish that job. I got Strafe in there trying to do some damage to Megatron. That's a 5-star Megatron, by the way, coming in there. Yeah, and they got Headstrong up there trying to take out this other mortar. I got both lasers on him. Not sure if they'll get... Oh, they got him before you got the mortar down, so that's good. They're still attacking. But they're through the second level of the walls. And they still got 5 of their bots going. Oh, and they used his Megatron Inspiring Charge. Oh, somebody's got a Micronus core. I think that was one of the differences that let them beat my base, is they brought some healing with them. They've got Hook in there, keeping some of these guys leveled up. Plus, they had Micronus gave some extra healing boost to the other bots around him. And yeah, all I got left is that mortar and that one laser turret, which really isn't doing a whole lot. Now even that's gone. And so he didn't really have to, but he wanted to focus all his other bots on the headquarters because it's going down. Yeah. Dirty 76. Congratulations for beating my base there. And enjoy your 1 medal. He only got 1 medal because he's overpowered. Well, also probably because I'm in zone 13, I'm pretty sure. And you probably don't get more than 1 medal because I'm in zone 12 and I can't get more than about 2 medals per win anymore. All right, do we got any other replays going on there? Yeah, here's a win on a defense. Here's Hot Rod. Hey, Alpha Fighter, good to see you, man. Jake Moore asking, do I have any Power of the Primes toys? Oh yeah, I've got pretty much everything that's been out so far. I've got Grimlock and Swoop and Slug and Jazz and Dreadwind, Starscream, Optimus Prime, Rodimus Unicronus. Even got Slash and Beachcomber and Windcharger too, and a couple of the Micromasters. Okay, so check this base out. This is Hot Rod from our NonToxic Gamers clan. That base looks pretty familiar, don't you think? I approve of this design, by the way. Okay, so look what he did here. He brought out all the outpost bots, and then he dropped Devastator to probably try to handle all the outpost bots. And I'm saying, look, take a look at his Gnaw and all the little Sharkticons going on there. They're not going down easy. I have a feeling he's got a 4-star Gnaw, and if so, man, I am jealous. And I know what he was going for here, but you know what? This is a total waste of Devastator, total waste of the Combiner, because it really didn't do a whole lot to help clear out the base. Because see, there he is down already, and it took a lot of time. And you'll see, because I did watch this already, you'll see what happens is that they actually clear out this base pretty well, but they run out of time. So that is one of the pitfalls of using a combiner, is it does can take a fair amount of time. So you definitely want to make sure you go have a good strategy for that. It's a pretty good strategy, except for, man, he had Blaster in there, so it had his 4 little bots, and it had Gnaw, which had his 3 or 4 little Sharkticons there too. So that was a lot for that Devastator to deal with. So they're making some pretty good progress. Nobody's died yet. And they got a fairly strong too. They got a pretty strong Galvatron and Tantrum. Headstrong too. Oh, there goes Headstrong. Oh, that laser's zoomed in on Nemesis Prime. Oh, and the laser turret got Cyclonus out of the air. Yeah, defenses are still working. They're trying their hardest, but they got a couple of gunners. Oh, they took out that laser. That's a tough break there. Breakdown went over and got that laser cannon, the beam laser. See, and they're at the headquarters now. This could be going down, but I already spoiled it for you. They're going to run out of time, and this is going to be a win. Oh, time's up. Good job, Hot Rod. You got yourself 3 medals. You did lose some resources, but that's a good defensive win there. All right. Hey, Red Alert. Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining the stream. Okay. All right, so I think that's going to do it for tonight. I'm a little tired, but I definitely wanted to get you guys. There was one. What before I go? There's one thing. Noah909. Not sure if I said that right, but I promised him I'd or her. I'm not sure. I promised I'd give a shout out here, and wanted to let you guys know. You wanted to say hi, and they think I'm a great YouTuber, and that you all should watch all of my videos. So you heard it. That wasn't me. That was totally unsolicited. So there you go. Just like I promised, got you your shout out. Sorry you weren't able to make the stream, but if you watch it back, I got you covered. So that's, I think, going to do it for this stream. I really want to say thanks for everybody for coming along, and If you haven't subscribed yet and you want to know when I've got another video coming up or another live stream, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll also have a playlist going up there so you can see any of my past videos, and you can always join in on the discussion on our Non-Toxic Gamers band channel. I'm Engineer Hoist. Keep rolling, my friends. Thanks for watching.